Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
Welcome into our Golf Central studios. I'm Whit Watson. The Zozo Championship back for its fourth go-round, second year back in Japan after the pandemic moved the event to California in 2020. The venue in Japan, Narashino, 30 miles northeast of the city of Tokyo, 40 miles away from the venue used for the Summer Olympic Games, Tokyo 2021. And we find Brendan Steele, who was runner-up here last year, 64 after round one, best score at this event for him. Adam Schenk with a 65, that was also his best score at this event. Rickie Fowler tied for sixth on a sponsor's exemption. 10 players from the international team at the President's Cup are in this field. That includes Mito Pereira right there at 3 under par. Let's hear from the leader, Brendan Steele.
I drove it really well today, and then I was able to hit some irons really close too, so that was nice. I gave myself some chances. The rough is pretty nasty, and especially being wet, so if you drive it in the rough, you get in trouble, and obviously there's a lot of really tight shots with the trees, so if you drive it well, you can give yourself a chance to at least hit it close.
And of course, finishing tight second last year, Narashino must be a nice place for you to come back to.
Yeah, I love it here. Loved the course last year. Really happy to be back. Nice for us to be able to get out of the hotel a little bit this year too, and enjoy the culture a little. So I've enjoyed it a ton.
Andrew?
Can you tell us about the shot that you holed out on, was it the 17th?
Yeah, 17. Yeah, I hit a really bad drive way left. It hit the trees, dropped down pretty far back under a tree. I was just trying to punch up into the fairway to give myself something towards the green to try to make four. Had about 57 yards in there, and that happens to be a pretty good number for me. And I hit a nice shot, and I was lucky just to find the cup on the fly. But
so you hit it from the trees straight into the hole?
No. I punched out, and it was a birdie. It wasn't an eagle.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I punched it out into the fairway to about 57 yards, and then holed that one.
Nice.
Yeah.
What is it about Narashino that fits your eye?
Yeah, I think you just have to drive it well. I like to draw the ball off the tee, at least when I'm swinging well, and I think there's quite a few draws out here. So I feel comfortable with the shots that are maybe a little harder for some guys that have a different ball flight. And then I've been really comfortable on the greens, and the greens are difficult. They have a lot of slope, a lot of speed, but from the start last year, I've felt really comfortable here, and that's really a key for me.
Have you been enjoying the food here in Japan?
Yeah, it's been fantastic. I love sushi. I love good beef, so I'm in the right spot.
Some of the notables, Xander Schauffele, who won gold in Tokyo in 2021. He is the highest ranked player in the field this week, 67 for Schauffele, 31 putts, puttered letting him down, but 4 birdies and just 1 bogey for the gold medalist. Rickie Fowler is here on a sponsor's exemption, making career start number 299 on the PGA Tour, trying to get his career turned back around. 67, 3 under par, and he, like Schauffele, just 3 shots off the lead after the opening round. We will hear from both.
Yeah, it was one of those days where you could play yourself out of the tournament with the weather being pretty, bad, I guess. It was supposed to be worse, and I'm happy it didn't rain every single hole we played. Yeah, overall pretty happy.
How does this set you up for the rest of the week? And does the game plan change tomorrow with weather improving?
Yeah, I think it's going to change for everybody. You're going to have to figure out sort of, ball was flying very short today. Ball was reacting on the greens, in a certain way just because it was so soft. So with it drying up and, the sun coming out, I imagine it should firm up and play a little bit different.
Talk about the fans today, big group following you guys. So just talk about how cool that is.
Yeah, it's awesome. With that forecast looking really grim, it was awesome to have so many people rooting us on.
What was it like playing with Hideki, with all the fans in the course?
Yeah, it was cool. He brought out most of the fans here on a wet and rainy day, so much appreciated.
What was it like? So, it looked like it started raining really hard at one point. How was that? How did you deal with that?
Yeah, it was just on the 18th hole is probably when it rained the hardest. I guess a bit of a luck of the draw based on what hole you're on. It was just, I hit kind of right when it started raining pretty hard, and I couldn't even fly my driver 250 yards. So
a lot of good stuff out there today. Just had a couple squirrely ones when we had the rain come through for a couple holes, and had one on 17 when I missed the fairway there. When the ball gets wet, it gets a little tough. You lose a little control. But other than that, I feel like did a good job, drove the ball well, and playing from the fairway, with it being lift clean in place, made we could dry the ball off, and definitely gives you a lot more control when you're playing in conditions like this.
Yeah, when it comes down with the rain that you had midway through, I mean, what's important to focus upon and survive that period of difficulty and trickiness out there?
Big thing when the rain started coming in, try and hit it forward and somewhat straight. It can get a little tough because you can, off the tee, you can get some water on the face and on the ball, and sometimes it'll knuckle and go wherever it wants to. But unfortunately we made double on number 11, but other than that, had a lot of good stuff, like I said, and we birdied 4 out of the 5 par 3s, so that was a good addition to the card.
What's it like playing here with all the fans here? Because you were here last year and there was just a few fans.
Yeah, no, it's great. Especially on a day like today, to have the amount of fans that we came out and the support, it was great. So I'm assuming the next few days there's going to be even more. But the fans here in Japan are amazing. They love their golf. You can definitely feel their appreciation for all the guys coming over and playing, and for everything that Zozo's done to bring an event to Tokyo.
With some of the recent changes that you've made to your personnel, how has that been for you going to this new season for 22-23?
A lot of good stuff. Being back working with Butch and having Rick on the bag, someone that I've known a long time. Obviously missed Joe, but he's doing a good job. They got the win last week, so really cool to see for him and Tom. But I'm very happy with where we're at, and obviously didn't have the week we wanted last week, drove it poorly, but with some of the changes that we've made and to have the finish that we did at Napa, and kind of seeing a lot of good things, so I'm definitely happy about it, and excited to be here and off to a good start.
Okay, this question from Japanese media.
I think you have like M on your ball. Mm-hmm. So does it have any meaning?
M just for my daughter, Maya.
Like Maya さんっていう娘さんの名前から来ました。Okay. I think your driver's shaft is completely black. So does it have any meaning as well?
No, it was just a blank that Mitsubishi had. It's an old whiteboard that they used to make. I played the whiteboard Diamana in high school and in college, so they had some blanks still left that were never painted like normal. So yeah, they're just black. I think there's a little bit of like laser etch, but you can't see unless you're up close.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Speaking about Maya in college, that back tag of yours must be there must be a reason behind it.
Obviously I have a great relationship with the AJGA and played a lot, for a handful of years in junior golf with them. And they sent me the bag tag after Maya was born. That's kind of in the AJGA, when playing junior golf, everyone has bag tags with their graduation year. So it's kind of cool to have that on there. Obviously.